guys, Metzga here. So we're going today optimize a little bit our scene. How we do that? How we start that? Okay. So if you don't have trees after reloading your editor, you need to go to the and click generate. Okay. You regenerate the trees for you. So what we know about this scene? Okay, we have limited frames. Also we have low settings. Okay. So if you want to see frames in the editor, we need to improve our frames. Let's turn this off for a while. As we can see, our low settings takes about 3 frames per second. So we know that we not push that more the limit, so let's max to the 60 frames per second. Let's make this third scalability, so this is the big one. Also materials. This looks much better. And okay, we have plugin packaged build about 20 FPS frames per second. If you want to maximize your window, just use F11. Okay. So the next part is use that GPU. As we see, we have TSR enabled. TSR enabled. We don't want that. We want to switch, of course, for DLSS. So go to the project settings. Plugins DLSS. And turn on unit of viewports. Okay, DLSS is turned on. So we see that we will not use TSR because it's worse than DLSS at all, as you saw in the last video. So let's see what are our frames right now. Yeah, we get about 3 FPS maybe average because of turning DLSS in max resolution. Let's see our start detailed. What resolution we have? Okay, we have about maximum. Not maximize, but about maximum. So this is the true like test. Okay. So what is demand feature? Well, most demanding feature is probably density of the assets, of course, and geometry from the Nanite. So we can reduce the freeze, so we see that frames will improve a lot. Okay, so let's do the PCG. Surface sampler, and let's reduce this about a half, maybe Let's add 0 more and okay. We now play. Oh. We get maybe average 2 FPS. Also okay. So let's try a little more. About okay, and let's play right now. So as you see, we get about another frames per second. So let's leave like that. Okay, pretty dense. Also, we don't see. Oh yes, we see. If we don't use too much density, we will see that asset will pop out. There is a technique to blend this, but I will show in the later videos how to do that. It's because, as you see, yeah, it's the shrubs are popping because of the distance that we set up for our assets. It's because the partition spawning. Okay. Oh, I forgot to remove that. Okay. Okay, so let's add our post process. And how do we, okay, let's type 0 here. How do we make post process for all the level? So go to the settings and type infinite extend. So you will have post process on the level. How do we make this work? So as example, okay, we can make a bloom. Yeah, as you see, it works for all the level. If we turn infinite extend, it's turned off. Oh, okay, so this is for all the level. Let's plug this. Okay, so what is demanding feature most? It's Lumen. So we have later tweaks here, but also you can do that with the comments. So I will show you what final gather quality can done to your scene. Okay, so let's make this. Oh, left one for a moment. Let's play. Okay, we have 25 frames per second. And let's make this something like 6. As you see, the lumen is better represented, but also take amount of power. So this is the way how you can, as example, improve your frames per second. So reducing this will give you place to and depth to get some frames. Okay, so as example, make this. This is the minimum size for the post-process option. Because I said it before, there are more commands and you can tweak Lumen a little bit more. So with that setup, we have about 30 FPS. Yeah, okay. We get another frames per second. We had 25, but we now have 30 FPS in that resolution. So this is the way how you get Lumen actually some improvement. Okay, I can tweak these values and see how the frames for you. Okay, so we get like 5 frames per second. So the next part is how do we get. So I showed you reduce the nanite actually density of assets. This gives us about 3 FPS and a lumen, so we get like 8 FPS maybe. So as you see, you can really improve your frames with doing some tweaks, but reduce your quality of scene. Okay, so that is important. You will reduce quality of the scene, also density of assets, but you get your frames for target you want to achieve. So okay, what we're doing next. As example, we can reduce texture resolution. So this is, let's do that for terrain. Go to the materials, textures, and plants. Ground, excuse me. So you see the terrain. Let's remove the start GPU for the moment. Okay. So set them up. Asset actions. Edit selection property matrix and size. So this is maximum texture size. It's set to 0 because the textures have a resolution. So it's called dimension. Okay, it's dimension. So you see there are 4K mostly. Okay. So how do we reduce that? Type here something really they look not so good. Something really small. 25.6. Okay. As we see, we reduced the resolution of the texture, so we get less. So we get less overhead to the GPU because of that. And you will look for the best, you will look for the minimum maximum texture size that you want to accept for your game. Okay, so that is the way how you reduce overhead to the GPU. So it's really not get a lot of that, but it is small steps. Okay guys, it's small steps that will improve a little bit your performance also. So try to reduce the resolution of the assets. So we go for okay, let's save all. I can accept 25.6 for the moment. As you can see, the foliage just hide the resolution. So it's not noticeable. Okay, so this is how you can hide your reduce the resolution of the textures with the assets, of course. So you have more space to the adding assets and improve your quality of the assets. If you want, you have more dense scene, or you have more least scene and have less assets but more detailed textures. Okay, so let's do that for all. Okay. So we have material instances also, but we want textures. Okay, this is material master. So we know that. What are the textures? Normal. Yeah. So we know that there are 3 blend textures. So let's see what is the texture. Yeah, okay. This is the place of the textures. So if you click the texture sample twice, it will go to the browser and show you what is the texture. So, asset actions, action property matrix, and type size. Let's make them also small. As you see, we doesn't lose much quality. Make them 4K. Yeah, okay. So this is the way how you also reduce texture size on the assets. So as you see, this is the way. So it's based on your taste, okay? If you can accept that. So as you see, it's not much detail, but this is the grass, okay? So as you see, you can gain a performance also, a little small step for your grass actually. You can reduce this also for like 5 days, but it will look less depth, okay? So not acceptable. So as you see, the scene get a little more performant, about 1 FPS average maybe. Okay. So let's go to our tree. Okay. Okay, let's find textures. And let's select all. And the selection property matrix. Nice. And multiple values, so you know that not all of the textures are the same size. Okay. So let's type 1K maybe for the tree because it's the okay. You can see $4K looks like that. Okay. And 1K looks like that. So it's based on your taste, as I said. So this is the way how you can reduce overhead to the GPU. It's also acceptable, yeah, because in the close distance, and also you reduce it for the leaves and everything stuff, so you can work like that. Let's see how we actually, it's not a lot, but it gives small steps with the density of the assets and everything. Your GPU will be much more thankful. Okay, so also what you can do with the optimization. So it's about materials. Let's go to the, okay, this is material. So the main logic here is less advanced material, less nodes, okay, the more performant material will be. Okay, so you have the parameters here and nodes. So it's the most simple material. It will be the more performant material for the asset, and you will gain more frames. So this is the way how you can improve your scene. Okay, so the third part is, of course, wind settings. So for these assets are pivot pointer, okay, world position offset, so you can see the Nanite views. Yeah, evaluate world position offset. You don't see this particular scene, so no, okay, excuse me. It's like that command. So as you see, we have green information because this is the running wind for the assets. So how do we reduce that? So this is the world position option, also reduce the frame rates. So let's go to the shrubs. So for our PCG, we have in static mesh toner world position offset as example. Yeah, okay. So you have a distance where you can remove. So this is also a way to optimize your wind. So let's turn this off. As you see, shrubs are not, does not have wind on. Okay, this is how you let's remove the wind from the also our grass. Okay, we have now 40 FPS because of the world position offset. So that was the video about optimization in your assets, textures, materials, okay, and also a little bit for the Lumen. So your optimization. So you need to tweak things and see what is going on, and see and check what is your taste for the maximum reducement. Okay, so if you reduce more, you will lose the quality of the scene. So of course, do with that smart, and see you soon in the next video. Bye.